Cut that off abruptly. How's it going, Jake? Rocky. Thank you, Rocky. Good seeing you, brother. Glad you're out there. Glad to know you're there. Oh, did you? Oh, not too much. Not too much. It's just cold here. And I know you're... Well, actually, I think you said... It was a little bit chilly where you're at. Woo. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to get a little bit warmer here as well, although I think some rain is also in the forecast. So, yeah. I was about to say, our ground is so saturated. You know, leaves are stuck. We're going to have that snow, and you're going to roll the snowman up, and it's just going to be a big ball of leaves. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Hold on, hold on. Oh, I am so sorry about this. That microphone thing. Okay, so now we're live with Jake.
Oh, okay. How's it going, everybody? How's it going?
Thank you, Rocky.
All right, Rocky, can always count on you, keeping us straight. All right, so welcome, everybody. Welcome. Just wanted to say the first thing I wanted to talk about right off the bat is these 3 veterans that lost their life over in Afghanistan. I'm going to say their names here. I pulled it up. We have Army Captain Andrew Patrick Ross, 29 years old, from Lexington, Virginia. Man, they were killed by a roadside bomb. Sergeant First Class Eric Michael Emmond, 39, of Bruce Prairie, Washington. And Air Force Staff Sergeant Dylan J. Elchin, 25 years old, man. Hookstown, Pennsylvania. I can't say enough on how much we owe these people, you know, fighting for us. And prayers out to their family, man. Right before the holidays.
Yeah.
It's got to be bad. It's got to be bad.
Yeah, I know Stephen Lauder, who's not watching yet, or at least he hasn't ticked in yet. Yeah, he was over there, and I remember I'd call him frequently while he was over there. And I mean, those roadside bombs, I mean, obviously the nastiest thing. We can crush any military force, but you know, that type of stuff buried is hard to it's hard to fight. So yeah.
Rich in Texas is on here. I believe that's him. Rich F. Rocky. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I'm going to actually try to grab this while you talk, Rich. Grab this, the URL of this video.
Okay.
And I'll try to share it on Twitter. So go ahead and...
Yeah, that's fine. I'll start off with the first thing. Just try to lighten it up just a tad, although taking nothing away from it for sure. But I don't know if anybody watched any of the Phil and Tiger stuff that went on. I don't know if anybody saw now. It's really...
Oh, that was called The Match, right?
The Match.
Tiger versus Phil?
Yes, but...
On pay-per-view.
During the match, apparently, there was a girl who handed Tiger her phone number. I'll play a little... I'll play the video of that. There it is. And what's going to happen here, they'll show it in slow motion. She puts out her hand. He apparently takes the phone number from her, takes it indiscreetly, shoves it in his pocket. Now, typically,
no.
Yeah, I mean, typically you would root for Tiger for that. Hey, good job, yeah, whatever. Girl gives him his phone number. The problem is that this is Tiger's girlfriend, who probably has also seen the video. And at a time when Tiger, is starting to come back, he's starting to make his move. People think his attitude's better. He's more cordial. He's more congenial, and it's like the two steps back, one step forward.
Oh,
thing.
No.
So who knows if this girl if his current girlfriend gets a hold of a golf club, he might be going back in for some more back surgery. So
that's not good. Now we don't know if that phone number is for business or pleasure.
No, and actually someone had said, and this is unconfirmed. It's all unconfirmed except for the video, you saw it yourself. Something was handed to him. Someone said she was a stripper in Vegas. So the other people are saying that those were the odds makers in Vegas, basically handing him what they needed him to do in the next 3 holes after that to make sure make sure that they cover the odds. But no, that's just
right. So we shouldn't jump to conclusions, huh?
Shouldn't jump to conclusion that it's a phone number.
With Tiger, we probably could.
Yeah, probably could.
I'm still sharing this out on Twitter right now, on Vantage Point, and on Total News Network.
Gotcha. Well, then I'll move on to the Caravan. I know we talk about this a lot, but one of the things I wanted to talk about, here they are lined up, coming, and this kind of struck me as funny. And someone brought up a really good point about this. They're carrying the Honduras flag very proudly. Now, this is a people who say they're fleeing from Honduras, from all the war, the gangs, the oppression, and all that sort of thing. And someone brought up the greatest point was that you don't have. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Here it is when the Jews were fleeing from Germany. Now, it's not often that you see the oppressed really touting the flag of the country that they're fleeing. I don't see a Nazi flag tied to the front of that wagon. And it just strikes me as funny as the people that are oppressed from Honduras are carrying this flag and waving it proudly. That's not the only flag. A lot of them have Honduran flags. But but if the whole thing is you're leaving for those reasons, yeah, it just struck me as funny. Now, I read an article in The Guardian. Now, The Guardian's a trash mag. I mean, I do not like The Guardian. I will say that for a number of articles that they had. Actually, let me back up before I hit that. From the Irish Times. So this is not somebody who's got a dog in a fight. It says, since the bedraggled men and women and children of a caravan of mostly Hondurans began cramming into the complex in the Mexican border of Tijuana, there have been multiple cases of respiratory illnesses, lice, and chickenpox, according to city sources. Let's not forget about this now, that because they brought up a really good point on this, and let's remember, these people have not been vaccinated against the things that Americans have pretty much wiped out. Such things as hepatitis, TB is a big one that is seeing a resurgence because of illegal immigrants that are coming across that have not had any type of vaccinations or any type of chickenpox is something that's pretty much a gone thing in most of the schools around here because people have been vaccinated. It's kind of waxing itself off as one of the bad things. So this is another thing that just this illegal entry, this climbing the fences and this coming here is that these people are carrying illnesses and they are carrying diseases that we have almost eradicated in this country and that are perpetuated by the fact that they come on.
Absolutely. So it's not just MS-13 mixed in there and all kind of criminals and stuff. But yeah, like you bring up diseases. This is why you're supposed to go through a checkpoint, not storm the fence.
That's right. And
women and children as shields.
That's right. And you go through a process. Now, one of the things I was going to show you, see if I can get back to this, is the picture that kept popping up. Now, this was the thing about that they were showing, and actually I don't even know if people saw the Honduran flag. This is the thing that the Guardian put out. It says migrants don't. They're saying that one of the things that they're fleeing from is the fact, and honest to God, they say climate change is one of the things that they're fleeing the country. It's not that they're fleeing from oppression and the gangs and all this stuff.
Right.
Now they're fleeing from climate change as if it's not happening. If it's happening everywhere,
right.
You know, it's just specifically happening down there. But this was the interesting article. You know, I'm a big anti-Monsanto's person. Right. It says this is back from 2008 when Honduras was embracing genetically modified crops. Now, I'd like you to take a look at the ear of corn up on the top versus the ear of the corn that's on the bottom. Now, the funny thing about this, they talk about these worms that this genetically modified corn is able to fight off. Okay. And they said no, the only thing we need here is the seed, the fertilizers, and the herbicide. Okay. Well, here's the interesting thing. Keep that picture in your mind. The funny thing about it is that the difference between the top and the bottom is if there's a drought, that ear of corn up on top doesn't grow at all. And even if you get a few seeds from it, you can't replant those. They are not regerminating seeds. Monsanto's comes into an area like Honduras or Guatemala or those places. They bring non-regerminating seeds. So what ends up happening there is that ear of corn on the bottom that's all gotten eat up by the worms. Even in the drought, whatever seeds you get from that gnarly piece of corn, you could put back in the ground and you can grow again. So one of the requirements Monsanto's has when they move into an area is they say, we will provide you with the first generation seeds. We won't charge royalties on the first generation seeds. After that, you owe us. But in return for that, we need you to get rid of your seeds, all your corn, the granaries, whatever, because we don't want our genetically modified seed being intermingled with the seeds that you have because we worked really hard to genetically modify them. So what ends up happening is if you do have drought conditions, now they have nothing and they have no corn to replant. And now the grace period's over. Now it's the whole, for you older people, 16 tons. And what do you get? A little bit older and deeper in debt when they talk about the company store of the coal mines, when you used to get it so far in debt that you couldn't get out of the coal mine business because you owed the company store so much because times were so hard. So, you know, there's something to be said for that spindly, gnarly, jacked up piece of corn. It does provide you with next year's crops if you have a hard time with this year's crops. So it's just funny, back in 2008, Hondurans were embracing the Monsanto's movement, and now they want to say, yeah, now our farms are desolate and we can't, you know, crops are bad. And now we're starving because of that. Well, you know, part of that was decisions you made back in 2008.
Well, that corn looked weathered and gnarly for sure. Yeah. Now that brings us to our next segment, Stormy Daniels. So apparently, Stormy Daniels is turning on creepy porn lawyer Avenatti, as Tucker Carlson calls him, creepy porn lawyer. Apparently, Avenatti went ahead and filed the defamation lawsuit with Trump against Stormy Daniels' wishes. I don't know if you've seen that today. So it seems like everybody's turning on him now.
Yeah, I got that picture up there, and it says it's funny. She says, now this is after Avenatti smacked his girlfriend around, says he's been a great advocate in many ways, but she added, in other ways, Michael has not treated me with the respect and deference an attorney should show to a client. I make no claims here, but for some reason I'm thinking there was a different type of payment that probably happened in that transaction. Come on.
Absolutely.
And so now
going back to chat real quick, Scott Johnson said Monsanto destroys the farmers' lives.
Absolutely. I'm with you, brother. Absolutely, they do. I've been preaching against them for a long time. So so it's just kind of funny that now she's playing this with Avenatti. She'll probably try to, and she says that, like you said, he forced me to sue Trump. I didn't want to sue Trump. He forced me to do it and to set up the accounts, and now he's badgering me about how much are in those accounts, you know. So I think that's kind of funny.
I'm sure she would have said the same thing if they won. right?
Crickets. Crickets.
Yeah,
I hear crickets.
I'm sure she would have, on her way to the bank to get her new car and house and all that, she would have complained on how he did it against her will. What a joke. Those two are like Heckle and Jekyll, I swear.
Yeah, chances are chances of her wearing a white dress to her wedding too. So yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh my God.
I don't think that's
Sloppy Daniels. That's what Mark Dice calls her, Sloppy Daniels.
Oh, that's funny.
And that's when they demonetize his his videos on YouTube. Which tonight we're only exclusively say the word, Rich. Exclusively. There it is. Exclusively on YouTube tonight. Usually we're on Stream.me and Periscope and Twitter.
Yeah.
But tonight we're just on YouTube, so this is pretty cool.
Yeah,
And we'll show the replay later.
So you people are getting personalized attention in this chat room. Trust us.
That's right. All 6 of you. And we appreciate every one of you. Hi, Mom.
Sis,
not watching.
Sis, my niece.
She's
Hey,
watching Blue Bloods. She don't watch our show.
Uncle Chuck, how you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All of our families here. And then we got Rich and Rocky and Scott.
That's
so
it. That's right. Now, I will bring another scenario, okay?
All right.
You're at a wedding, okay?
Okay.
You're a single guy.
All right.
There's this good-looking woman that's at the wedding, okay? Here she is right here, okay? Now, you hook up with this girl, and you think you're doing really well at the wedding, all right?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you know where this is going. There she is right there. You think you're doing well. Guys, don't be sucked in, okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. This is the next shot you're going to see. This is Catherine Lee, spelled is Mehta, all right?
Okay.
She was a photographer at a wedding.
All right.
She hooks up with one of the people at the wedding. They didn't say if it was a single guy or if it was a married guy. Hopefully, for his sake, it was a single guy, because if it's a married guy,
it wasn't the groom.
It wasn't the groom. But she was the photographer at this wedding. Well, apparently, she was mixing Xanax with alcohol. While she was doing the wedding, and so she ended up. She was charged with public intoxication, obstruction. They found her and another guest having sex in the venue. She then began to yell at guests before going to a nearby tree and peeing on it. After she was put in the patrol car, she began threatening officers, and she was saying, "Y'all families will be dead by Christmas. Y'all daughters are dead. My dad is going to find out about this, and y'all are expletives dead."
Wow. Now, I got a very important question.
Yes.
When she went over to the tree, did she squat to pee, or did she just lift her leg?
You know,
that's very important.
Looking at some of the other pics, I would have to say that she had maybe, I don't know, handstand, feet up against the tree. I don't know how it works.
Okay.
All I know is, the guy in the venue that she hooked up with was like, shh, shut up.
Oh, no.
Shut up. Anyway, just beware. But it could be worse. You could wake up with this the next morning, and wouldn't this be just 10 times worse? Pelosi gains control of the House again. Is this not a travesty?
President Trump and we and I definitely on Total News Network warned people, man, get out and vote, get out and vote, get out and vote, and here we are. And Pelosi's in charge, and we lose the House.
And this is what you get, and isn't that a sad thing? So,
we'll see. I love that picture. I used that one.
Yeah, there was a group of Democrats who said that they were going to go out to block her. I just don't understand what it is about her that the Democrats find so endearing.
Because she's got all the power. She raises the money.
Well,
she's the money.
Wow.
And she's got all the connections. And if you cut her out or even vote against her, you ain't getting any money to run. But it's all about that she's the best fundraiser out there because she has all the connections.
But she brings down so much. I mean, it's just part of the downfall. I don't know. Whatever. If they, glad she's there because it's going to make for good news. And hopefully they keep her in check. I don't know.
I had something else here. Let's see. What was it? I thought we might have already talked about it. Hold on. Let me get my glasses. Oh, yeah. No. The vets, of course, and then Avenatti. So I don't know. What was a couple of the other things? Did you catch President Trump's tweet about Brenda Snipes?
No.
Oh my God. So yesterday, I don't know what he was thinking. I thought his page was hacked. Now I thought it was that fake Donald Trump
Right.
Twitter account, but you can tell he doesn't have millions of followers. But he tweeted out that he just spotted Brenda Snipes in a blue dress with 300 voting signs on it. He didn't tell the joke right. It's the meme with all the voting stickers on it.
Gotcha.
So he's trying to mess that up. But I'm thinking, I love President Trump. But dude, really? I mean, funny or not, we got a lot going on. Conservatives are being shut down on Twitter. You got Putin ready to take over, whatever country he's moving into next, Ukraine. And you're tweeting about Brenda Snipes a week late from a meme that's a week or two old, and you don't even say the joke right? Come on, dude.
Maybe he's just trying to be hip. Maybe he's just trying to connect. I don't know, but yeah, it was ill thought out and like so many.
And it was late.
Yeah,
it was late. It was funny. But he is our president. And I know he's unorthodox, and I love what is going on in our country and the things he's doing. But that one for me was a little like, wait a second, especially when conservatives are getting whacked off of Twitter and YouTube and Facebook and all of that, and then you're out there tweeting.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's more important things than, and the timing was off. It's 2 weeks late. It was funny, but it was a little scary. I'm like, is he like, I know you don't drink. Is he like sleep deprived? What is he doing?
Yeah, maybe sleep deprived. Rich F says she thinks President is Donald Bush is who she thinks he is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Pelosi or
Snipes, yeah. And you mentioned the whole thing about conservatives getting shut down. Let's not forget now, who is it? It was, it's either
Jesse, the veteran, which they did reinstate his account, by the way.
No, either YouTube or Twitter is now banning science. Now, if you do not refer to a transgender by their now assumed name,
yes,
and you keep referring to it in a derogatory way, they conflate that.
Yes, that's the new terms of service, and it's called dead naming.
Dead naming, right? It's conflating that with taking their existence away, is what they say that you're doing.
Wow.
So if I sit there and say Bruce Jenner won, gold medals back in the day, and Bruce Jenner, the decathlon, and Bruce Jenner this, and I don't now call him Caitlyn Jenner, which just my religious fibers will not allow me. There are two sexes. Let's get that clear.
You'll be shut down.
You'll be shut down. So probably get shut down. But that is the most asinine thing.
It's
And
amazing.
I'll briefly touch on this, but I will take everybody back to the postmodernist. I know I touch on that a lot. One day we're going to have a big conversation about it. The postmodernist, as talk about technology and science, is what's keeping people oppressed through its power. And so now they want to take science away and say that you can't dead names. It's just so
no, it's out of control. And I did a tweet. A lot of people don't see my tweets because I only have 700 followers on Twitter, and I am so shadow banned. I'll actually go to the hashtag I use, and my tweet's not even there. It's crazy. But I actually asked a question for conjoined male twins. What happens if one wants them to be recognized as female? What happens then,
It's a good point.
Do they start arguing? I mean, what goes on there?
Yeah, especially if one of them wants the surgery and they only have one part to share. Yeah.
Right. Right. I mean, I thought it would have got a lot more hits on it, but since I'm shadow banned, but I would love to see a big account put that question out and have a debate over that. Like, that could get just crazy.
That would definitely be a crazy debate. Yes. We'll talk more about that, and then
Rocky gave you a rich thumbs up.
Did he think? I get my messages like 10 days after they come through. Oh wow, there's like been Rich. I've missed all this. I will always say him and Bruce Jenner, absolutely Rocky, and Scoops. Yeah, for Trump. That's right, Rich F. Thank you. Oh my God, what they think of next? Absolutely.
Exactly. We're just reading chat now.
Yeah.
I want to make sure.
Thanks. Appreciate you bringing that to my attention, because it's like I got 3 monitors, 4 computers running, and I don't even know where the chat's at after.
And all I got to do is look good, and I don't even do that right.
Yeah, All right, so we're going to cover another story here, which
what do you got?
Long overdue. You know how
By the way, hold on. Cheers to everybody. I'm almost done with my Captain and Coke that I drink.
They can't see it. I already flipped a picture, but
okay, go ahead.
It is a clear glass with 7 ice cubes and a brown liquid purported to be Captain and Coke.
You're about right. 7 ice cubes.
I counted them earlier. So anyway, this is long overdue. The police of Galveston raid the archdiocese and seize secret documents. So 60 armed agents left with boxes full of private documents from the archdiocese. This is all in, and I like this district attorney's there. He said, "Hey, we would have went anywhere if it took us to the Vatican." He said we'd be in Rome today. I can assure him he would have got nowhere close to the Vatican, but it was a good sentiment anyway, and I'm glad to see that they're finally doing something. I mean, 30 states now independently doing this. There's a federal thing, and we just talked about the other day. We had on one of the shows where they postponed the action of what they were going to do, which I find incredible, that we subjugate our authority to the Vatican for so many years about these child abuse cases. These are people. The Pope is a person, and I could go further than that, but I'm not going to offend people right now. But yeah, I don't care for him, and so he is nothing as it pertains to.
Right. No man is greater than anybody, no matter, the cloth you wear or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And anybody who says he is, anyway, I won't go into that, but on earth.
And I'm Catholic, born and raised Catholic.
Hey, I
went through the whole Catholic military, academy, and got all my patches and awards. And I'll tell you, the Pope's no better than anybody, not better than me, not better than you, not better than anybody. Hey, glad he dedicated his life to God, but he's no better than anybody.
Yeah, and I grew up Roman Catholic as well, and got out of that. But yeah, so anyway, I'm glad to see that they're finally taking action on that. So, and
you're safe on social media to talk about controversial stuff for Catholics or Christians. Just don't do the other religion, or we'll be banned instantly.
The other religion.
Any other religion. Any other religion.
So
that's how it goes.
That's fine. We'll be covering a new apostolic reformation at some point in time, just not today. Watch out for it, people. It's creeping into your lives. Trust me.
We can always get somebody we know. We won't say his name to do a show on Wiccan or whatever.
Yeah. That's funny.
All right. What else do we got?
Well, what else do we have? I mean, let's see. We were going.
Cindy Hyde Smith won.
Right.
And get this.
How you spell her name?
Not like I did last time. It's not Cyndy. It's Cindy, and that was touche to the stuffed chicken. So very good. I got you. So apparently the Democrats are saying, get ready, that she won because the people of Mississippi are racist.
Yeah, right.
Something original. I mean, every time a Republican wins, it's because of racism. It's ridiculous, man.
Right. And yeah, they conflate the equality of opportunity with the equality of outcome. It's not the same, people. You have the ability to run for office. People may not like
that text. Rich is saying the religion of Allen's snack bar.
I like that, Rich F. That was good. Thank you. That was good. That's funny. So
go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry, I cut you off.
You can run for office, but not enough. Maybe enough people didn't like you. Okay, maybe you didn't appeal to enough people. So yeah,
it's amazing. Well, they have taken a page out of Hillary's book, literally her book, What Happened, where she lists 1,000 reasons why it wasn't her. No, bitch, it was you.
Right.
Language warning.
Yeah.
Late.
Yeah. So yeah, and who's the one that got Mia? We talked about Mia. She had
Mia, show me no love.
Exactly. You want to give a good quote. Like I said, we read that quote that she had the other day where she said, blacks as Democrats, think about how long you want to do this, where they've been giving us just as much as we need to keep us where we are, in the poverty that we're
Absolutely.
living in. And I'm misquoting.
If you want to check out the quote, Rich
Yeah.
put it on Vantage Point USA's Twitter page, didn't you?
Actually, it's on the show from last week.
Just watch the replay.
Yeah,
on Periscope.
it's around minute 28, 29, somewhere like that.
Nice.
But yeah, I think you did mention that. I should put that up. And
No,
yeah,
that's right. I run Twitter, so it's not your fault.
dude, it is an awesome quote. What? Oh, by the way, if anybody wants to follow me on Twitter, I have 2 followers. One of which is Jake.
Yes.
And that's at 1600 Reasons Why. And I'm lonely
Right.
there, and I don't put out much, but when I do, it is epic.
Yes, and it's
Not epic.
just like that. 1600 Reasons
Why? Yes.
WHY, right?
Yes.
On Twitter.
Twitter.
Follow him, man. Follow him.
Yeah. Matter of
Tired
fact,
of hearing about it.
in our outro.
Go ahead.
Oh, trust me, not too many people have heard about it. Which, by the way, Rocky's been with us from the beginning. Rocky, how did you like the new intro music? Jake gave me some static about the song earlier today. Made fun of it when he said, "Remember, you made fun of the intro music." So I changed it tonight, so it was a little bit different.
Oh, I didn't even hear it.
Well, good. I won't be hearing anything about it. So anyway, Rocky, if you thought it was better, worse, or whatever, any of the other people who've listened to it, take a listen to it versus the other, tell me what music you like to hear, because for that minute that you're having to wait for us to come on, I'd like you to be entertained.
One thing I'd like to do also on Twitter, when I start posting when we're coming on live, and we will get a schedule eventually, on Twitter, I'm going to start asking the audience on what topics they want to talk about, and then they would just post it under when I say tonight, join us tonight on Vantage Point, at 9 p.m. Eastern. Under there, just post what subjects you would like us to talk about, and for very cheap, $5, we'll talk about whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll talk about anything. It doesn't matter if I know it or not. The what else do we have here? This was kind of a weird story since we were touching on the transgender thing. So apparently, Uber driver allegedly dragged gay man after hurling homophobic slurs. So apparently there's this gay couple, these 2 guys here, and they started making out in the back of this guy's Uber van. He's a Russian gentleman, obviously took offense at the fact that they were making out in the back of his thing, started driving erratically, and one guy jumped out when they came to a light. The other guy got hung up. He got drugged, looking at his injuries, some scuffed knuckles, bruised knee, whatever.
So they beat the driver up?
No, they didn't beat the driver up. He drove off. But, the thing about it was they said that to add insult to injury, the guy claims that the New York Police Department cops that responded from the 9th Precinct shrugged off the couple's account. The police laughed, he said. And he says that one of the cops said, "You probably deserve it." Now, as maligned as the cops are nowadays anyway, stories like this really gripe me, because the New York Police Department said that they checked the body camera footage from the officers and said it contradicts every one of their claims. He says after reviewing body camera video from
I was going to say that. They wear body cams in New York.
It's no time did any of the officers mock the victim, tell him that he probably deserved it, or laugh at him. And they filed a complaint for, hit and run, whatever, leaving the scene of an accident. But, it's that kind of thing. You want the sympathy because of what happened to you, but then you lie. But then you lie. So guess what? Sympathy's gone, dude. Now I don't care about you anymore. So, it's tell it
well,
like
the police
it is.
are having a glitch with their cameras in New York City. Apparently, every time they go to 42nd Street, the cameras don't work.
Oh, is that how it happens?
Yeah, that's something weird. But that's a whole nother story we could do a show on.
We'll do that. Yeah. So now Senate votes in advance an advance measure to end U.S. support for Saudi war in Yemen. I know you have some feelings about that.
Yeah. All of a sudden now, I went live actually on Vantage Point showing the Mike Pompeo, aftermath of him meeting with like 100 senators about what they're going to do about this Khashoggi thing. And all of a sudden the Democrats are like, we need to teach Saudi Arabia a lesson. We can't be teaming up with dictators and regimes that kill people. I'm like, are you kidding?
Right.
Are you kidding? China, Russia. We've been doing this forever. I wish it wasn't so, but all of a sudden, just for political reasons, what do you want? You want us to stop dealing with Saudi Arabia and go to war with Iran and everybody else? Come on, man.
Yeah, and the other thing too is this: Saudi Arabia has more than enough money to fund their own war in Yemen. My reason,
Right.
and Bernie Sanders was the one who actually introduced this bill.
He was on that broadcast today. I can't even stand to listen to him.
I know, but my
The
reason,
suffering of people, dude. You have an opioid crisis all up in the Northeast. What are you doing about that?
right? Yeah, that's you know what? That's another thing too. You got millions of people about to starve in Yemen. You know, you want to worry about Khashoggi and Saudi's violation of this one guy, which God rest his soul. But yeah, I mean, what Saudi is doing over in Yemen for good, bad, evil, whatever you want to say, there's lots more lives that are at stake as far as that goes. And obviously and Lindsey Graham says, you know, he's mad the way that the White House has handled it. But what do you do? I mean, number one, as I always said, you gave him the pass on 9/11. So now what you going to do now? I don't know. It's just,
Well, they're saying there's no direct evidence linking it to him. We can all assume, but so far there's been, Pompeo said today, there's no direct evidence linking it to him. What are we supposed to do, you know?
well,
I mean, we know what's up.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody does anything over there without that.
Exactly. Common sense tells you, and the evidence that is out there says, the guy had him whacked, and for whatever reason, I don't know if it was his father being a gun runner and the ties, or how outspoken he was about the government, whatever. It's a different culture over there.
Right.
I mean, obviously, we enjoy. Well, actually, let's say this: we enjoy the freedoms we have to be able to express our views. Or do we? Are we actually heading down this same way where we are now going to be censored by the businesses that control the media, which, by the way,
we're already being censored. I'm on my 10th page on Total News Network. I mean, so you're not free to say whatever we want. They never even told me why I was shut down.
That's right. So, however, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and these other people may not kill people. You kill their page, you kill their view, you kill their opinion, and you kill conversation, you kill discussion, and you kill debate, which is going to be the biggest sin that comes out of all this.
Right. I really can't talk, cry too much about being shadow banned on Twitter. But I didn't do this at first. It was until they shut down my 5th page. Every other tweet of mine is just dogging Jack Dorsey, and that he's like a mom jean wearing skinny jean soy boy anti-free speech loser.
Yeah,
but besides that, I like the guy.
I was about to say, I mean, you went to his house for Thanksgiving. You guys broke bread together. I don't know what I don't know what the problem is.
Don't know why he's shadow banning me while I'm just dogging him on his account, on his platform he owns, but whatever.
Okay, going to catch up on a couple things here. Rocky, thank you. You did like it. I'm glad you liked it. And let's see. Yeah, there is so much attention in news Congress towards this guy because this is what they call a political football, and they will enjoy kicking it back, just like the immigration deal is. It's let's face it, if it wasn't for the votes that these people bring into the country, the Democrats wouldn't care if these people starved in Tijuana. But they want them here. It's votes. But yeah, and then Rich F says, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Amen.
Absolutely. I agree with that. That's why I got Rich on me right now.
That's right. We're tight.
I can't keep an eye on him. Let's do something together.
That's right. I want you on Zoom.
So many of my pages, Jake. Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, but luckily they follow us, which, by the way, just a quick plug, not going to beat this dead horse. That's why we'd like you to subscribe to the YouTube channel and also link in to us on Restream. Our stream.me and also the Periscope thing. That way, if one of them gets shut down, we could try to reach out to you guys in a different manner. It's not a hardcore sale. We're not trying to make $1 million. Obviously, we have 4 of our closest friends watching us tonight on YouTube.
Yes.
So it's not.
Where'd the other 3 go? I'm going to start searching pages. I'll find them.
They must have tried to run your credit card, and so they checked out after your credit card declined.
Yeah, they were like, we're done.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's so that's one of the reasons is just it's one of those things that you're trying to build against the inevitable, what you think is going to happen.
Yeah, we never know which platform's going to be taken down.
That's right. So. That's right. Now, I don't know if let me see if there was anything else that I had. I think that's the only thing that I had. I have one more article I wanted to check, see if you did before I went into that, though.
No, nothing I could think of. We covered a lot.
Okay. Well, one of the things I would just want to share here at the very end as we go into the holiday season, because as Jake always talks about, people get lonely. People may not have family. They may not be able to embrace. Well, here's an article that I thought was awesome. It said hundreds of strangers honor Vietnam veteran at his burial. Vietnam veteran Stanley Stoltz, hope I pronounced that right, died alone in Omaha this month. It looked like he would be buried alone until strangers braved the bitter cold to honor a man they never met.
That's awesome.
There were hundreds of strangers in military fatigues and civilian attire, remembering the service and patriotism of the 73-year-old Army private. The rallying cry for Stoltz began a week ago when the funeral home was concerned that no one would show up at the burial and posted a notice in the Omaha World Herald. It said the public is invited to the cemetery to honor a Vietnam veteran with no known family. So, guys,
wow.
It's it renews your faith in the human spirit. People rally, they come together and
absolutely
to honor this guy. And but my heart cries for this guy who died alone in his home at 73. Man, that's just a harsh thing. There's
a lot of good people out there. If you watch the news, they're like, everybody hates each other and nobody is good. That's just a couple of % of what people really are. There's a lot of great people out there. And I see these people lately on social media. I won't say any names, but last night somebody was like, I don't know what we're going to do. This is so bad. I don't think we're going to recover from this. Everybody needs to have a plan B, and trying to scare people. And he did scare a couple of people. I'm like, dude, have some faith, bro.
Yep.
That doesn't mean have faith and do nothing. Sure, plan and all, but come on, man. Our country has been around, and as long as we keep doing the right thing and fighting and all that, we're gonna be around. And don't scare people. And then you got the other people like everything's great, trust the plan, right off the cliff. I mean, so somewhere in the middle is a pretty good thing.
So you have the lemming, theology on one side, and
right.
but I will. And keep watch, because the extreme left is obviously trying to put those separation factors in with their with their tribal mentality, their identity.
It's bad.
Yeah,
but it's not like this person was talking like
no.
Just trying to drum up whatever. Who knows what?
Yeah,
just I don't like that crap. Whatever.
No,
it's got the right to say it, and people have the right to watch it. I just think, both ends are too much. Everything's great, and
everything's
President
about
Trump shits diamonds. I mean, come on. No, he doesn't. He makes some mistakes too. And then the other ones, the world's ending. Follow my account and hit my PayPal up, and I could save you. Stop it. You know what I mean?
He's going to start throwing out names. We better end this broadcast.
No. No names. I don't know what this call is. All right, so let me hang up on them. It was my mom. She's probably watching. I see you hanging up on me.
I see that. You never talk. You never call anymore. Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, we're going to end this now that we're rambling. Or I'm rambling. He's like pinpoint points of light. Anyway.
There you go.
Guys.
Always appreciate you guys tuning in, man. And Rich is going to hit you with his famous. Go ahead.
You could have been anywhere you wanted to tonight. It's Wednesday.
That's right.
It's hump day. Tomorrow's Thursday. Hope you have a great day. And hey, if you like the program, please hit the like button. If you want to follow us, please hit the subscribe, hit the alerts, all that stuff. You know the deal. Yes. So we're going to see if the ending credits work out this time. There will be information there if you want to follow us on our things, including a poor lonely guy's Twitter account, 1,600 Reasons Why. So
yes, make sure you follow. And invite some of your friends to watch the show. If they like it, have them subscribe. We need 5 more to get to our first goal of 100. And I don't want to have to follow it with 5 of my other accounts.
Yeah. I always said that'd be like kissing our sister. So anyway,
right.
Yeah, Rich F., Rocky, everyone else who was here, Dr. B. Hey, we appreciate you guys coming. And
Dr. B, welcome. I didn't see she was here.
No, I thought that was at the beginning. Hold on. Backtrack. Oh.
That's probably the chat from the other broadcast. Sometimes it overloops.
Sorry. Weird. That was my 4th computer monitor I was looking at. So anyway, with no further ado, the ending credits. Jake, it's been a blast spending time with you tonight. Guys, it's been a Great time spending. We'll see you guys later.
All right.
All right. We're out.
Peace.
I would like to begin with a poem in old-fashioned meter. Be good to us, and we will be good to you. Be good to us, and we will be good. I would like to begin with a poem in old-fashioned meter. Be good to us, and we will be good to you. Be good to us, and we will be good. Be good to us.